Ayo, 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 what's up? Baby, your boy Rashad, back again. So I'm gonna discuss a few things that I wish I took into consideration that I knew about before I started getting waves in this video, and that you should follow and not make the same mistakes I made. So stay tuned, roll the intro. The things that I wish I took into consideration before I started getting waves. Number one, knowing my curl pattern. Now, I won't go into too much details, but there's 5 different curl types. There is straight, wavy, curly, coily, and kinky. You see the chart over there. Those are the 5 curl types. I know my curl type is more in between the curly and coily side. Nobody is a perfect curl type. Genetics are funny like that. Genetics are not perfect. It don't make sense. As I said, I'm in between the curly and coily hair type. Number 2, my texture of my hair. Now there's 3 hair textures. There is fine, medium, and thick. Fine, medium, thick. Or as you guys may describe it as coarse. Now you know I don't like using the word coarse on this channel. So I'm gonna use fine, medium, and thick. Those are 3 hair textures. Now I know that I'm on the medium side, kind of. Number 3, and I think this might be the most important one of them, my hair porosity. Now I'm not gonna lie, the first time I watched the video and found out what hair porosity was, I was like, what the hair porosity? What kind of word is that? That sounds like, I don't know what word that is. Now that I know hair porosity, most of you guys might know this, most of you guys might not know this. I'm gonna give a definition anyway. Hair porosity is basically how easily moisture can penetrate your hair and how easily it can escape your hair. I put that in simple terms. Basically how easily your hair can get wet. That's what porosity is basically. The reason why this happens is we have cuticles on our hair, on our hair strands. We have cuticles. Depending on how closed in they are will determine our hair porosity. People with high porosity have wide open cuticles, so moisture can get into their hair easy, but can also escape their hair very easily. People who are low porosity, moisture can get into their hair well, that won't make sense. Moisture doesn't get into their hair so easily, but once the moisture does get into their hair, it won't leave so easily. And they got normal porosity, which is self-explanatory. The reason why this is very important to know is this will determine what products or oil use will be the most effective. This is why this is very key to know this stuff. I won't say it will give you a definite answer, but it will give you a general idea. That because somebody has the same hair porosity as you do and uses a certain product does not mean you can use that product as well. Everybody is different. Life is weird like that, like I said before. Number 4, the type of brush I use. Now, you can get waves with any brush, true, but some brushes are much more effective than others. And some brushes are much more friendly to your hair strands than others. Example, board bristles mimic your natural hair. They mimic human hair, or they are the closest thing that mimics human hair. So you can brush with that for a long period of time and won't cause too much hair damage versus nylon bristles, which will cause much more damage. Now I know they got brushes with a mixture of both of them, but yeah, if you're a waver, you want to brush with good bristles because you're gonna be brushing for a long time, and I mean a long time, and I mean a long time, and I mean a long time. That's number 4? I think that's number 4. Number 5. The type of do-rags you use are important. Now, from my experience, the most effective do-rag are these satin do-rags that have the silky look, or as you guys know them as silky do-rags. It's not pure silk. I hate to disappoint you guys, but it's not pure silk. It has a silky look, but it's a satin do-rag. And this is a do-rag that most people use when they're waving. So that would be the most effective do-rag. Would it be the most effective do-rag? I mean, most wavers use it. It's the most effective. It keeps your hair nice and silky. So I guess it's the most effective do-rag. Either silk or polyester. Basically, you want a do-rag that does not absorb moisture from your hair. That's what you want. A do-rag or material that does not absorb moisture from your hair. Example of one that will absorb moisture from your hair is cotton. You don't want to use cotton. Nope. Well, actually, if you're high porosity waver, maybe it might work for you because you have an excess of moisture in your hair. Your hair is naturally oily, so it maybe help take out some of the moisture from your hair. All right, another thing to consider, this would be what, number 6 or 7? What pattern you want. This is important to know what pattern you want, and also to tie that in, what kind of crown you want to go with that pattern. These two go hand in hand. You got to remember, one of the wave commandment rules. I'm gonna make a video about the wave commandments later on. One of the rules in wave commandments is making sure everything starts from your pattern, because that will minimize the amount of forks you will get in the long run. Always start from your pattern. I learned that the hard way. Now I gotta play catch up. And I feel like I'm missing one more. I feel like I'm missing one more. Oh, yeah, is last tip. At what stage of growing my hair is the time my hair starts to curl? That's a very big step. Now it depends how tight your curls are. People with tight curls, they have curls at a low cut. People with very loose curls or straighter hair curls only have curls at a thicker cut. So that is key right there. And also, this is also important as to what length you cut your hair, so you won't lose progress. That's very key too. People with tight curls can get away with a low cut. People with loose curls, that's the only way their hair will stay curly. You need curls to get waves. That being said, you know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe, share with your peoples. And I'ma see you next video.